What is up guys, it's your boy Solheim here, back with another Classic WoW video. So the Burning Crusade is rapidly approaching on the anniversary servers. We don't know exactly when just yet, but I believe a lot of people, myself included, are about to start preparing, or even have started preparing as well, for the Burning Crusade. So today we're doing a video on what you can do right now on anniversary to prepare yourself for the Burning Crusade. The main goal of this video is to give you some things to do right now on anniversary that will be helpful in the Burning Crusade or in the Burning Crusade's pre-patch. Now, at the start of the video here, I just want to mention that I have made a gold making guide for the Burning Crusade as well, so anybody here who wants to take gold making to the next level in the Burning Crusade on anniversary servers and make thousands of gold, check that one out. The link will be down below. This is the first TBC gold making guide that I have. I didn't have one back in the day, so I felt like I have one for Classic, we have one for Wrath, Cataclysm and Mist of Pandaria. It made no sense that I don't have one for TBC, so here we go. This one is made using the gold making methods that I used back in TBC Classic to make over 200,000 gold simply by farming, crafting and flipping. So if you want to learn from one of the richest people in the Burning Crusade back in the day, check out the guide through the link down below. Also, if you don't have the Classic WoW guide yet, but you want to have that one and the TBC one so you can make gold right now before TBC comes out, and make gold in TBC as well, you can get them both through the bundle option for a massive discount. It's a great way to support me getting either the bundle or the TBC guide, great way to support me as a content creator and get yourself a massive chunk of gold at the same time and learn way more about gold making. Either way, the links are down below, and now let's start preparing for the Burning Crusade. So the first thing you can do to prepare is going to be super simple. It has to do with leveling characters, and over here all I'm doing is simply leveling all the characters that I need to have or want to have in the Burning Crusade. Now here's the thing, I plan on playing a couple of characters at level 70, but I also have some professions that are only there as what I call profession characters. They typically have tailoring plus alchemy, and they're pumping out mooncloth crafting on tailoring, and they're pumping out arcanite, for example, arcane crystals, into arcanite bar in alchemy. And both of these are going to be incredibly relevant reputation professions in the Burning Crusade as well. And the thing is, you need to level these characters up. In Classic WoW, you only had to be level 35, but in TBC, you have to be level 50. But you also want to be level 68, and the reason why is that tailoring can get their specializations at level 60, allowing them to proc additional cloth when crafting their specialization cloth in TBC, but alchemists have to be level 68 to get their masteries basically, or specializations. So if you want to be a transmute master in the Burning Crusade, you have to be level 68, and I believe that the only way to make profit from transmuting will be to be a transmute master, which means to generate profit as an alchemist you will pretty likely have to be level 68. So you want to level these characters at least to level 58 right now, but preferably even all the way to level 60, and skill up your professions all the way to 300 as well. Now, what I'm doing here to min-max my time usage is first of all using a guide like Rested XP, you can check it out through the link down below, or I am also alternating, well, actually Rested XP as well. So I'm using the Rested XP leveling guide, but also the Rested Experience bar, so I'm leveling as much as I can during the Rested Experience period. Now, you basically get one level of Rested Experience every single week, well, 150% I think, but let's just say one level to keep it simple. So I level one level on all of my characters every single week, but if you're questing, you can typically do about 2 levels, because the Rested Experience only counts from a mob kills. So if you're being boosted, you burn through Rested super quickly, but if you're leveling the normal way and just questing, you can do 2 levels per week, sometimes even 3, and still take full advantage of Rested Experience. Now, while we're on the topic of leveling, we have 2 brand new races coming out in the Burning Crusade's pre-patch, which also gives you a different class on both the Alliance and the Horde, as Alliance will get access to Shamans through Draenei, and the Horde will get access to Paladins through Blood Elves. If you want to level up these classes naturally, and you're not planning to buy the boost on them, if you even can boost them, like there's a big question if we can boost Blood Elves and Draenei this time around, because back in 2021, we could not, so you had to level them naturally. Now, Now, whether the boost gets here or not, the question is, will you level up these races and these classes? If the answer is yes, you might want to start stocking up on some items right about now that could become way more expensive when these classes comes out. You first of all have Paladin exclusive items and Shaman exclusive items and items related to class quests. But you also have gear. So what I want to point out here is that you have a couple of rings, the assault bands for example. These guys right here are 13 gold right now, and they're not super duper like common. They're kind of rare to find. This one is 13 gold and it's 20 attack power. Combining that with Mark of Kern, for example, which is also 20 attack power and 55 gold, like this ring right here is way more expensive, the other one is way cheaper. You could buy these now and potentially sell them in the TBC pre-patch, or use them on your Paladin or on the Shaman if you're playing Enhancement Shaman. This means you're getting actual pre-raid best in slot rings at level 31 and 39, and this one right here, once again, is incredibly cheap at the moment. You also have a couple of weapons, which is slightly more relevant on the Alliance side than the Horde side, because we now get access to Paladins and a bunch of people are going to level those, and they will probably play as Retribution while leveling, or some even Protection. Either way, over here you can buy even more items while you're leveling, and even at max level. For example, the Destiny Sword could be great for Paladins. It's not that great for Warriors due to the attack speed and the top damage, but it's 15 gold for an epic item at level 52. And you could also buy yourself the Searing Blade for level 18 for 6 gold, and here you get a level 18 sword with 19.6 damage per second, but once again not insane for warriors due to the attack speed. We kind of want slower weapons, but paladins do actually benefit from having a slightly faster weapon due to having the judgments on their weapons. Now, in the Burning Crusade, we also have a brand new profession coming out called Jewelcrafting, so you might want to start saving up some materials relevant to Jewelcrafting right about now. That includes ores, gems, and stones. Basically, anything found from mining will be incredibly relevant, and if you don't have any gold, or just, well, if you have a lot of time as well, you can skill up a mining character and start farming the mining for yourself, and then keep the materials to skill up Jewelcrafting as well. It will be a great way to make gold, by the way, simply having mining and farming mining in the TBC pre-patch. So yeah, start buying some mining materials right now, and then skill up a Jewelcrafting character in the pre-patch itself. Now, I also want to mention one thing you probably don't want to do, by the way, and that is to, like a lot of people back in TBC the first time, they bought enough materials to craft a couple of classic WoW items to try to get skill points in the Burning Crusade. So what I mean here is that when I get this alchemy up to 300, for example, I would have bought enough materials to craft 10 of a purple or yellow recipe to start getting skill points in the Burning Crusade, and this kind of backfired for most professions in 2021, to the point where you ended up spending 500 gold in Classic to get skill points that would have cost you 100 gold in the Burning Crusade. So for most professions, that is very likely going to backfire, so just be really careful about that one. You are very likely just better off waiting until the Burning Crusade and using TBC materials to get the early skill points, because you don't need pretty much any materials whatsoever to get the first couple of skill points. Aside from that, with the Burning Crusade coming out, I'm just going to tell you right now, you really want to start looking at emptying your bags and emptying your banks. The Burning Crusade will introduce a lot of new items that will take up a lot of this space, so look through your bags right now and your banks, see if you have anything valuable, and if you do, put it on the auction house, and if you have anything that you can vendor, go ahead and vendor it. This will be more relevant as we get closer to the Burning Crusade, but it's worth mentioning, and it's worth it for you to know about. Just start clearing out your banks and your bags. You need that bag space and the bank space. Either way, this was just a light-hearted prepping video to mention how you can start prepping for the Burning Crusade, and how I'm personally prepping as well. I usually do most of my prepping live on Kick as well, as you can see under my name right here, so come by on kick.com/SolheimTV, or click the link down below to follow me on Kick. I'm streaming every single evening, and I'm prepping a lot for TBC at the moment, so hopefully this video right here just helped you prep more for TBC, or even just spread some hype for the Burning Crusade. Either way, let me know how you're prepping in the comments down below if you have anything to add, and leave a like while you're down there for, well, just leave a like, alright? And follow me on Kick. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again in the next video very soon. Bye bye now. Bye bye.